Hey guys, today we're going to be doing the setup and review of the Black Diamond 28-ton log splitter. Now this is a higher end log splitter than what you typically find. It's got a Honda engine in it. You can get the same version of this but with the Kohler engine, but I always prefer the Hondas. They're just so reliable. It's worth the extra money that you pay for it. For as far as log splitters go, I think what is considered to be the best of the best is the Easton log splitters, but there is no dealer out west here where I am, so I got looking around, and these Black Diamond look very well built, and they were also sold by our local PV Mart. Here I'm just getting ready to put in the hydraulic fluid. When I bought the log splitter, the engine was just dry packed, and there was no hydraulic fluid whatsoever in the machine. I kind of thought the store would have set these up ready to go before you bought them, but they basically were out of the box and set up if they did come in a box, and you have to put all the fluids and everything in yourself. So unfortunately it takes quite a bit of hydraulic fluid. So I had to buy a 5-gallon pail, and it ended up taking most of the pail at the end of the day. Now, the one thing that this log splitter features is the actual splitting deck will pivot vertically. So if you have a super high stump or a thick stump that you can't lift onto the deck, you just flip this vertically, set the stump under there, and it will come down and split that stump. Now, the one thing with this log splitter as well, all the components are very high quality. The one thing that I probably would change on it if I was doing anything would be there's a clear hydraulic hose from the box to the pump. I would probably replace that with a heavy duty black one, but I know their reasoning for the clear hose on it was to make it so you could see if you had hydraulic fluid or if it was low, but I do enough maintenance on my stuff that I check the fluid levels quite often. Okay, here I'm just filling this Honda engine with synthetic oil. Now, Honda engines are very easy to maintain. Basically, you just fill the oil up until it's at the lip of the drain plug. And on the back side of the engine, there's a dipstick, and you can see where it's at. And but if you just fill the engine up to the point where it's coming out and just let it naturally find its level, that's basically exactly full. So here I'm just taking the dipstick out of the back just to make sure there's no air getting trapped in there, and it can basically just fill easier and quicker. And then to change the oil in these after, there's just a little bolt or drain plug at the bottom. You just undo it and it all drains out, and you refill it. Now, you should maintain these engines with fresh oil about once a year under regular use. If you're doing extra heavy use, then you might want to change it more often, but they're really low maintenance overall. And here you see I've overfilled it and it's just draining out. Once it kind of finished, the overflow came out, I just put the drain plug back in. Like I mentioned, super simple to fill these engines and change the oil on them. Here I'm just checking the oil just to make sure it is showing full. Of course it was, but it's always good to double check these things just to make sure that the oil is where you think it's going to be on the dipstick. Just double checking that the plugs are tight. The other thing I really like with these Honda engines is they're super fuel efficient. So I have filled this up once now, and I don't know how many logs I've split, but I've never refilled again yet this season. So that's another thing to take into consideration when you're looking at the benefits of buying a Honda over, say, a Kohler or another brand. Like always, the Hondas start with just a single pull. Overall, I am super impressed with this Black Diamond powered by Honda unit. 28 tons, goes through anything I've thrown at it to date. I've put on some huge Douglas fir stumps. It's just walked through those like nothing, and very well built machine, good hydraulics, no leaks to date, and of course the engine runs extremely well. So if you're looking for a log splitter, definitely check this brand out. It was well worth the money, and we'll see you guys in the next video.